Beast is going to jail. Let's go ahead and check this out. Mr. Beast, solitary confinement, 7 days. By the way, Mr. Beast is the GOAT. We all know he's the GOAT, so we're not going to act like he's not the GOAT. If you don't think he's the GOAT, you're in the wrong channel, because I love Mr. Beast. My whole family loves Mr. Beast. Everybody in the world loves Mr. Beast, except for, like, what, 10 people? And Yahoo News.
I'm going to attempt to spend the next 7 days in solitary confinement.
Yeah!
Bye, Jimmy. Hopefully I don't go insane. For the next 7 days, I have to survive in this soundproof...
Let's hope he does not go insane, because we need Mr. Beast around. Now, obviously, this is previously recorded, so he didn't go insane. But let's go ahead and hear the parameters of what he's got to do in this challenge.
White room with 0 human contact and 0 stimulation. And because this is actually psychologically dangerous, the most important thing is the doctor outside making sure I don't go insane.
I worked in psych hospitals for 23 years, and this is much worse than anything I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh! Dude, okay, so this is a psych ward hospital doctor. He said, I've worked in them for however many years. And he said, this is much worse than anything I've ever seen. Much worse. What are you doing, Jim? You guys spent 7 days in there? Hey, guys, I haven't seen this yet. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to make the 7 days when this own psych ward hospital guy says this is much worse? What? This is awesome.
Anything past 50 hours in a white room like this can lead to permanent psychological damage.
And I'm about to do 168 hours. There is a chance that I...
50 hours does permanent psychological damage. He's about to do 170. Wait a minute. What did he say? 170? 170 hours. Math is really simple. First add the bed, then subtract the clothes. Whoa! Okay.
Actually start to lose my mind and go into something called psychosis. And they have to pull me out because it can cause permanent damage to me.
He survived 7 days buried alive. Yeah. Is this much harder?
Much harder. He doesn't have social contact. If your brain doesn't have information coming in, it generates craziness, it generates hallucinations, it generates paranoia.
And all I have to survive for the next week is a bed to sleep on, a notebook with a pen, a refillable bottle of water, toothbrush with toothpaste, and a bar of soap, a toilet to use the bathroom, and a sink for water. At this
What? That's it? He's got a notebook. At least he's got a notebook. But, like, he's got no contact with anybody. Like, even when you're in solitary in like, a prison setting, you could scream to the next person. They could scream back. Or you could pass notes. I don't know. Well, it depends. If you got, like, a flap, well, I mean, you could fish down the hallway, I guess. But anyway, who knows? I mean, this is crazy. But W's a chat for Mr. Beast. By the way, do you think he makes it? I haven't seen this yet.
At this point, it was clear to me it was going to be difficult to entertain myself during this challenge, especially on hour 9 when I did this. You're probably wondering, how many tiles are on these walls? The correct answer is 1,900, and if you want the roof and floor included, then it's 2,860. But more importantly than all of that, according to my stomach, it is time to eat food. If you're wondering how I'm eating during this challenge, there's a conveyor belt here, which spans over 100 feet, so I can be fed without any human interaction.
What? Dude, he made this, like, way worse. So they got a big old conveyor belt coming out. This is crazy. At least he knows that there's people watching him, but he's completely taken out of the world. We're only a minute and 33 seconds in. He's 10 hours into his 7 days of solitary confinement. This is nuts. I love it. I mean, what he wouldn't... Dude, Mr. Beast. W's a chat for Mr. Beast.
I think I've been in here around 14 hours. Isn't it crazy that at this point, I was already off by 2 hours? And so far, the hardest part of the challenge is no one's fed me yet. In hindsight, I should have ate more food before I came in here. But yeah, it would be really nice if someone fed me sometime soon. Your boy is very hungry.
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah, of course I did.
No, he did not.
We'll be sending him his meals randomly so he can't guess the time. Like, it's 6 p.m. right now, and we're sending him his breakfast.
This doesn't... Why are they always tormenting him? I mean, okay, I think there's an ongoing thing with Mr. Beast. Like, you've got Nolan, everybody makes fun of his mom, everybody makes fun of Nolan. But they're just slamming his food in there. Oh my gosh. Hey, W's in chat, man. W's in chat for Mr. Beast.
When are my friends gonna feed me? I am...
Oh, okay, so one of my people in chat right now, his name is Higgy. He says, I was in solitary confinement for 5 days, and if it wasn't for mealtime, I would have gone crazy. Yeah, and they're messing with his mealtime. Oh my gosh.
I'm hungry.
Hey, Higgy, did you want to specify what you were in solitary for? You don't have to, but if you want to, you can.
I am hungry. Now, because the room is soundproof, even though the food arrived, I didn't realize it until I checked 2 hours later.
Too hungry to walk.
That's a little dramatic, man. Come on.
So when I finally checked,
Oh, I was not actually expecting food. This tastes awesome. I mean, it's cold and soggy, but I'm just so deprived of feeling things. This is great.
this solitary confinement set is literally wrapped in metal chains. If this set caught on fire, I would probably burn alive before they could unlock it. Anyways, I'm gonna think about other things than that. For the next few hours, I tried to keep myself as stimulated as humanly possible.
Hey, at least he's got this game that he made up now.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
He's got nothing. He has nothing to work with. If he's already resulting to this for basic stimulation, I have my doubts that he'll last 7 days.
It's interesting how when you take everything away from a man, something as simple as a metal plate can be like as fun as an iPhone.
He's gonna get agitated by way of boredom.
This is a very dehumanizing experience.
I'm just gonna go to bed and we'll see what happens.
By the way, in Pennsylvania, where we get the penitentiary, where we get the Pennsylvania way of, they used to do this. They would have the guards would drop off the food. They wouldn't talk. There was zero talking. All you had in there was a Bible. All you had in there was a Bible. And when they walked, their feet were covered in soft material, so you couldn't even hear them walking. You were just stuck in there, much like this, for not days, months, years.
I think I'm around 40 hours into the challenge,
Jimmy's 6 hours off on what time he thinks it is.
which means it's around 4 p.m. on day number 2.
I thought he'd be on track today.
Losing my sense of time led to other problems. No matter what I do, I literally just can't sleep. These lights are just...
Okay, so he's got cameras in there. Can he not look at the tracking information on the cameras? I would just look at the time on the cameras. Or can you get rid of the tracking information on the camera? I don't know. What do you guys think about this?
just really messing with my brain. Maybe I just lay here for the next 5 days.
The reason he has insomnia is he doesn't need to sleep. He wants to sleep this off and just get it over with, but what he should be doing is trying to do something that is going to occupy his attention while he's awake.
He's climbing the wall.
It's the natural human urge for freedom. He's regressing to primal instinct.
Why did I think it was 4 p.m.?
He's regressing to primal instinct. I love it. Oh my gosh. Man, I feel so bad for Jimmy Donaldson, aka MrBeast.
Shouldn't that mean it's 9 p.m.? And by the time I had gotten around eating my first meal, it was 4:30 in the afternoon. Don't get me wrong, the food looks good, but it is freezing cold. Ugh. I'd rather starve than eat the rest of this, so. And when my second meal had arrived, it felt like only minutes had passed.
What just came through the conveyor belt?
Wait, how long has it been?
Am I supposed to eat both, or? It definitely was day 2 when I got the second breakfast, but I didn't eat much of the breakfast. So maybe they felt bad because I didn't eat much of the breakfast. Well, no.
At this point, I had no idea how long that first meal was sitting in the conveyor belt for.
You see he's getting a little paranoid? That's the thing that can get worse as time goes on. It's only day 2.
I'm not sure what to do. I think I'm gonna just see how high I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It looks
5,
crazy, right?
5, 6.
So he did this. Remember when he counted, was it to 100,000 for Logan Paul, or was it to 1 million? And he just kept saying Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul. So he's used to counting. And that's one of his longest videos ever. I think it is his longest video. It used to be the longest video on YouTube, I believe.
65, 566,
What?
567.
But when you're in a
It was 100,000. All right, thank you so much, Crazy Fish. Appreciate that.
situation where there's nothing to do,
999,
what's crazy is to just succumb to it.
1,000.
As
Wow.
this progresses, he's going to run out of random things to do.
And I gotta give it to him, the doctor was right. Because later in this challenge, I borderline go insane.
Do you think I'd get a? Do you think I'd?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Whoa! Hey, at least. Oh! Not the ice cream! No! Dude, if I had cold food coming in and there was an ice cream on top of it, I would. Oh, he's 52 hours. That's more than 2 days already stuck in this. And as the doctor said, this is so much easier than being trapped underground with human contact.
And while my strategy to sleep through most of the challenge did help pass the time, it ended up hurting me in other ways.
I see food over there. It's freaking soggy and cold. How long has this been sitting here?
This food's been sitting there for 7 hours.
Oh my
I would
gosh.
have given anything to eat that ice cream. It would have been nice to have edible parts of the meal, but guess I'll just be hungry again. Normally, because we're working on so many videos at once, I'm usually like incredibly stressed. As of right now, I don't really feel that stressed at all, but I feel a ton of anxiety because I have this severe FOMO that I'm missing tons of cool stuff going on.
Okay, so by the way, I'm a content creator nowhere near is anything even comparable to MrBeast. And I get FOMO when I take a nap. Like I'm missing something. You know, like I'm not scrolling on X, I'm not scrolling on Instagram. I can't imagine what he's going through. This has been his life since he was 12. This has only been my life since I was 34. Because I've only been doing it for 4 years. I have no idea what MrBeast is going through being trapped away from all social media.
On in the world. It's weird. It's a different emotion.
Yeah,
that I'm
always missing
used
something,
to.
yep.
It's pretty crazy how hard it is to do nothing. I'm starting to get really bored. Oh, this is getting very hard on me mentally. I'm bored.
I was nowhere near the...
Guys, did you see his eyes? Can we go back a second? Hold on. Okay, I wish I could just get a zoom in.
Hard on me mentally. I'm bored.
Look at his eyes. There's nothing going on in there. Nothing. He's tired. He's exhausted. We all get this. Like right now, I've got so much energy coming out of my eyes. There's nothing there. He's just been stripped away from everything. That's what happens. I feel for MrBeast. Dude, he's 64 hours in. We're only 6 minutes into it. It's a 20-minute YouTube. W's in chat for MrBeast. I mean, this is incredible.
Help.
I was nowhere near the 168-hour mark. So by hour 65, I started to wonder...
How do you do a handstand? Ow. I wish before I came in here, I had someone teach me the basics of how to do a handstand.
He's going to have to invent concepts that only exist in his mind to keep himself from experiencing intense depression.
I'm just gonna envision that I'm currently walking in a park.
Oh, that's
There's
cool.
green grass. Someone's fishing.
He's literally making up scenarios in his head right now.
Oh my god. All in all, it's very sunny. I hear birds.
Yes.
You ruined my walk in the park.
Oh my god. We're watching him slip into madness.
Oh, there's the food. There's the food.
They gave me more food, but it looks like we got some rice, sweet potato, and steak. This is the best meal I've gotten so far this challenge. If you look.
Dude, I freaking love steak. Hey, W's in chat if you love steak. And if you're a vegan, W's in chat anyway. Because it's steak. And nothing wrong with vegans, by the way. I love vegans. I just got canceled. Guys, I want to apologize for getting canceled right now. I love you guys. I love vegans. I have to keep eating steak because I'm bald. But, guys, I love you guys. I just wanted to let you know. I'm sorry for getting canceled. Let's keep going. Sorry.
Look right here, you'll see some rice. And any ordinary human would probably eat this rice. But I'm gonna count it. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 99, 100, 104, 255, 266, 257, 207, 308, 309, 310. 20, 421, 422, 423, 445, 446, 447. There are 447 grains of rice on this metal tray. This information probably profoundly changed you as a human.
Okay, this is amazing because there's a thing. Okay, I don't know how many of you are Jewish or Christian or whatever. There's things called scribes, and all they would do was count the numbers of the words in the Torah, and if they didn't match up, because they were called the counters, the scribes. If they didn't match, they would burn the manuscript and make another one so that they would match. So that's fit. I love this. That's a good idea to count everything you got. He already counted the bubbles, and he gave that earlier. He did that within the first couple of hours in there. Now he's counting the rice. Smart, MrBeast. And this is, by the way, why he's the master of analytics. Because he studies the numbers. He knows what works. W's in chat from MrBeast.
I'm feeling pretty tired, which means it's probably the night of the 5th.
Oh!
Halfway through the challenge and was already off a full day. I'm gonna get some more Z's in the bathroom where it's not so freaking bright. Which proved to be my smartest move yet because I actually slept in that bathroom for 12 hours.
We're officially halfway into the challenge, 84 hours.
Jimmy is.
And we're gonna tell him his next team.
Gonna mix it all up for him.
I mean, you can still put the letters together.
I am hungry I am. What are we working with here? What is this?
Bro's never heard of SpaghettiOs?
And that wasn't the only thing I was forgetting the name of.
What is this called? This is a
Biscuit?
roll. This is a lot of sauce for one roll. It kind of tastes like ketchup.
How does he not notice the letters in there?
Oh, that's an N. Yeah! You guys forgot to take these 4 SpaghettiOs out.
No. Every time he finds a letter, he just keeps eating it.
I hope those weren't supposed to spell something.
Oh!
I'm actually supposed to realize that before I ate them and then put it together to figure out a word for more food. Surely that's not what they wanted from me.
Jimmy's about to watch this when he gets out and feels so dumb.
Depression.
At this point, the bright lights were starting to get to me. I have a ginormous headache.
Yes,
right now.
yes. I'm glad he brought this up because when people work in work environments where they got constant lumens, constant just light beaming down on them, they get headaches. He's been surrounded by this light for 89 hours. The only time he has any kind of like light dimming, he said he slept in the bathroom, is because he was actually able to give him like a little break. Those blankets don't do much to block out the light. I'm just letting you know.
What is going on to my body?
Well, he did ask for more food, even though he is getting all the calories he needs. But the reason for that is that he's so understimulated, he thinks he's starving.
I ended up checking for food over and over and over again.
This is oddly soothing. Do you think I'd get a concussion from doing this? You should probably stop. You're right. I should probably stop.
There's a bag of McDonald's here.
Woo!
Suspiciously light. If there is not McDonald's in this bag, I'm going to be depressed.
There actually is. Let's go. Every time I get a meal, it's like 20 minutes of just pure happiness. I feel human again. I can't stop.
Okay, so Higgy has actually been in solitary confinement. Higgy was in solitary confinement for 5 days, and he says, I used to strap my sock around my face. Oh, strap. Okay, strap his sock around his face to block out the sun. Now, back when I was a jailer for a short period of time, that's exactly what people would do when we put them in the isolation cells, because I worked at a very small jail. And they would even like make, but like our solitary confinement was a lot, nicer than this, because like they were actually able to communicate. We'd put them together in solitary confinement because it's a very small jail, and they really never did anything outside of like property destruction and fights. There wasn't anything like terrible that we stuck them in there for. So they're human beings. So, but yeah, they would make socks. They would make they would take their foam shoes and they would dig little holes through them and use those as earplugs. They would do all kinds of stuff. They would even take those foam shoes. By the way, we threw those shoes out, so like they would always have more of those shoes. They would even make those into like little glasses that would like block. They're ingenious. Any kind of inmates are just ingenious human beings.
Stop smiling. I'm so happy. And then the second I finish it, I feel a wave of depression because I'm like, what do I do now?
The seconds are starting to blend together so much. I would try to guess what time it is, but I have no earthly idea.
My mind is slowly deforming into stupidity. I need to occupy myself better. We're gonna grab this McDonald's cheeseburger wrapper,
As well as this cup that was holding my toothbrush.
and now we have basketball. LeBron, Steph, Kobe. Maybe basketball is not my thing. I think I was supposed to be better at baseball. That was not
By the way, he was amazing at baseball, I guess, because I've watched a couple of his documentaries, until he came down with disease, some sort of disease. You get it. What is it? I think it starts with an S. Scone disease? Crohn's disease? Crohn's disease? So he's got a disease that he can't have any kind of like gluten or anything. And it's like he'll have energy and then he won't. He'll have energy and then he won't. That's what the disease does to him. So, I mean, you can live a long life with it, but I'm sure he has to deal with that in the back of his mind. But that's also why he doesn't do baseball anymore. But MrBeast, massive W. And massive W for even undertaking something like that. I would lose my mind. I would literally lose my mind.
What was supposed to happen. And then I remembered, look what I... Oh, there's a fork on it. That I had an indestructible plate from my very first meal. I am going to throw this so far, it is hilarious.
Nice.
I'm bored. I still have 2 days left inside this room, and I have a feeling at some point, I'm gonna wanna leave.
It's day 4. No matter how much I beg, or scream, or plead,
Or burp.
Do not let me out of this room early.
Okay, Jimmy, I got you.
My instincts tell me I've so far done 113 hours, which means I have 55 hours remaining.
Celiac disease? Okay. What's Crohn's? Because I think he's got Crohn's. Maybe I'm off on that celiac disease thing. I'm going to have to research what the difference is between Crohn's and celiac. I'll do a video on it.
And whoever's editing this, show them how many hours I actually have remaining. Hopefully, it's somewhere close to 55 hours.
I think he's going to get angry and possibly paranoid about what's going on.
Is a man not allowed to have privacy? There's a camera there, there's a camera above that, there's a camera. There's so many cameras on me 24/7. I'm going to go insane! What if we throw the camera through the conveyor? Genius. I treat it like bowling. Somehow I hit my finger.
Day 4.
Severely underestimated how hard this video would be. Just thinking about it has me like tearing up, but I kind of feel like an animal right now. Like I feel like I lost all my rights as a human. If I had to guess, I would say I'm halfway through day 5. I really miss my girlfriend. I miss the gang as well.
Guys, Thea Boyson. Follow her, she's amazing. W's in chat for Thea. I personally, me and my wife want them to get married. We also want Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce to get married. If they're not married already, we don't know. But W's in chat for Thea Boyson.
Oh, even Nolan.
He's truly devolved into madness. If he's missing Nolan, okay, devolved into madness. No, I'm just kidding. W's in chat for Nolan.
Mentally right now, I'd say I'm at like literal rock bottom. Like this is very inhumane. I've been in here so long that some of my dreams are about me in this room. And I think it's like day 6 or 7, but then I wake up and realize it was a dream. What time is it? I would pay so much.
Okay, so just to piggyback off of that, when I was in basic training, I kept having dreams that I was out of basic training back at home, and I would wake up to drill sergeants screaming at me at 3 a.m. I was like, what? No! And that was constant all throughout the last half of basic training when I was in the Army. I didn't have that in AIT. It was just basic training. So yeah, that makes sense.
Money to know what freaking time it is. Let's go over why I think there are 33 hours left in this challenge.
Oh, what's up, man?
I've slept 5 times. Reason number 2.
To everybody asking, this is reacting to MrBeast's newest video where he spends 7 days in solitary confinement. I love MrBeast, obviously. I don't know if you've seen any of my content. If anybody ever attacks him, I attack back. Like Yahoo News went after him. Who is Yahoo News? Yahoo hasn't been relevant since '99, last century. So, you know.
2, I usually poop once a day, and I've also pooped 5 times since I got in here. Reason number 3, I've grown a lot of hair on my neck here, and this usually does take like a week. If for some reason it's still day 5, or God forbid, it's somehow still day 4, I will lose my mind. While I was sleeping, I had a dream about the one time that I counted to 100,000, and so when I woke up, I decided to do 1,000 laps around this room. You know, for old time's sake.
We were just talking about this earlier, about the 100,000 times he did Logan Paul. Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul. And now he's recreating that, but 1,000 times around. Let's see if he gets... I'm sure he'll get all 1,000. How many steps is that? Hey, guys, can somebody run the calc real quick? How many steps is in 1,000 laps around this room?
That'll be the marker. 1. Watching back this footage, it's literally crazy. I resorted to walking in circles to keep myself sane. 1,000 is way too many. I'm already starting to get dizzy. This entire challenge, I've been getting water out of this sink. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Circle is a flavor cartridge you can screw on your water bottle and makes bland water taste amazing. There's over 100 different flavors that fit this bottle that are all 0
wait.
calories and 0 sugar. Moving this tripod.
I thought he was doing this voiceover afterwards, but I guess he's doing the voiceover now. That's cool.
Miserable. Choose how intense you want the flavor, and then start drinking away. It honestly adds so much flavor, I can't even tell it's sink water. I've been drinking fruit punch throughout this entire challenge, and it actually makes the water taste amazing.
W's in chat for fruit punch. My favorite flavor of all time, anything. Fruit punch.
Amazing. I'm gonna walk back and forth between these walls. These cartridges also last for multiple refills of your water bottle, which is good because the boys suck at sending these, and sometimes I gotta use the same one for a whole day. If you wanna start drinking more water, or just want your water to start tasting good in general, go to drinkcircle.com or your local Walmart to give it a try. I've tried everything to keep myself entertained, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not working. And after I finished all my circles, Carl brought back 2 people from 100 Days Trapped Together.
Oh!
Check it out.
Okay, so that's Susie Taylor and Stanfield? Bailey Stanfield. Okay, so I'm friends with Susie. I would love, and I've reached out to her to see if I could get maybe just a 5-minute little interview or something. She's super busy, but she said she would entertain it, or when she revisit that when she has more time. So she's doing a lot of philanthropy right now. That's Bailey Stanfield. He's freaking awesome. Not friends with him, but I do watch a lot of his content. And from what I understand is he used to be an editor for MrBeast. Wait a minute. That's Bailey. But that should be MrBeast. Did they switch this up? What? Anyway, let's go.
Oh, you guys are going to love.
By the way, they are both on TikTok. I wish I could have tagged them. I didn't know they were in this video, though.
Love this. That's the face of the guy that trapped you guys for 100 days. Would you say this is easier or harder than what you guys did?
In comparison, I think I'd rather have someone else in it with me.
And now that the tables had turned and I was the one inside the white cube, Bailey and Susie got their revenge.
So I'll show you guys how the conveyor belt works.
They sent an empty tray.
He's about to freak out.
I don't feel bad at all.
This is what he gets.
I bet every dollar in my bank account. Carl just showed up.
No! You hungry, Jimmy?
Eat this.
No, we're not doing this again. We are not doing this. We're not doing this.
This is the most stimulation he's had in days.
Well, you gotta give him credit. I probably deserve that. Imagine this is...
I freaking love Carl. W's a chat for Carl. That is hilarious. And he knew exactly that it was Carl. Also, get Carl gummies. My son had the Carl gummies. I didn't do a video on it. I should have. He freaking loves Carl gummies.
what happens after you die. You just go to a white room like this forever. That would be miserable. When I sleep, I dream of me in the outside world, and when I'm awake, I'm just depressed, lonely.
Oh, poor Mr.
And to
Beast.
be honest, miserable.
Yeah,
So
facts.
the more time
facts.
I spend sleeping, the happier I am. Let me out. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
I feel dead. I really need to get out of here. We did 7 days on a raft. I did 7 days buried alive. And now 7 days in solitary confinement. If I had known how hard this would be, I never would have done this. If that hour number in the top left says anything higher than 20, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh
I am
my
feeling
God.
extremely lonely. I miss my girlfriend. This is torture.
Is he crying? He's not doing well.
He's just
Oh man, guys, I feel for Mr. Beast. I don't know if any of you have been in the military, if any of you have been to jail outside of Higgy. Higgy's obviously been in solitary confinement, but if you've ever been in the military and you have a significant other and you had to be away from them, or if you, I don't know, you work out of country, you work on a oil rig or something, and you have to travel long distances to be away from your family because you have to, for money. I mean, this is what he's doing. This is his job. You know how lonely it gets. You know how sad it gets to be away from your family. What's Susie? Susie had to be away from her mom. Bailey had to be away from his family. The guy that was stuck in the grocery literally had to be away from his kids as they were growing up. And after the 30 days, he saw the massive difference because every week they change. Every week they're changing at that point. So yeah, I feel MrBeast. He's away from everything, and he's definitely away from Thea. WC chat for Theo Donaldson, hopefully one day.
Just like napping on the floor, throwing things, having tantrums, getting happy when he gets snacks.
I've been in a hospital for my son. Longest was 2 months inpatient. It was during oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, so like quarantine. Quarantining away from family. That is terrible. Gosh, sorry to hear about that, Jeanette.
He's like a child.
Oh, there's Theo!
8 hours
They just showed Theo.
left. And then they're gonna open that door right there, and I am free. I hope, I pray. Please be 8 hours.
He thinks he's sleeping through the last couple hours right now. That's what he thinks this is.
So it's going to be a rude awakening, literally. To be honest, it's concerning.
I give it maybe another 2 to 3 hours, and that door opens. So I'm gonna enjoy my last meal, and then we're getting out of here.
Did he just say it's his last meal?
I think so.
Well, that's ironic because it's literally exactly 24 hours.
Whoa!
They're gonna be walking through that door. So I'm gonna clean up the place. It's a little messy, I was trying to make up an excuse to clean, but in reality, I'm just bored. I thought coming into this experiment, I would get more mental clarity, maybe learn a little bit about myself, but in reality, all I'm walking away with is the newfound skill of being able to throw things out a conveyor belt door. Or maybe not.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever waited for something like Christmas and, you think it's a lot sooner than it is and it's way further away? That's what's going on for him, except it's life that's way further away. Oh, like all of life, not just a gift.
There's just no world where there's more than 24 hours left. I can't do another 24 hours in here. I'm at my limit, but it doesn't even matter. There's just not 24 hours left. I just don't, I refuse to believe that. So, any second now. Any second now.
Oh my gosh, no!
To pass the time, I'm gonna resume counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
It's so empty!
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
5,423, 5,424, 5,425.
Yeah, he's at his limit.
I swear to God, I heard something out there.
Oh, is it time? Is it time? No, he's still got 3 hours left. He's still got 3 hours left.
I'm sad.
No!
I'm sad. I am sad. I am.
What about the psychologist that was saying that, hey, he's gonna, destroy his mind? What about that guy? Why isn't he stepping in? What is going on here?
Sad. I don't wanna be here. Get me out of this room. I don't wanna be here. I don't wanna be here.
This is barely human. He's lying in bed, covering his eyes, no excitement. This is totally not what you want to see.
How is he gonna act? Is he gonna be a new human?
I'm worried he's going to be this human. He's just collapsed into dysfunction.
We've never pushed him as far as he is pushed in this video.
Well, because he's been totally deprived of any human contact. Be gentle, like a little kid waking up from a nap.
Well, there's 10 minutes left, so let's go get ready. Thank you.
Good luck.
I'm gonna die.
He made it! He made it!
Hold on. Wait, I don't even have
It's
hands
time!
on.
It's time!
Hey, Jimmy.
Sorry, I was just putting my pants on. It's not as bright out here.
How is it, dude?
I'm actually kind of lightheaded. You know, it's crazy, but after this challenge, I kind of forgot how to interact with humans.
Where are you going?
It's actually relieving to not stare at a bright light. It's like the ceiling is awesome.
It's the happiest I've seen you in a long time.
Honestly, I thought it was perpetually just gonna be 24 hours forever. Follow me outside. I want to see the sun.
Yes.
Oh my God. It's dark out. So nice to see the outside world.
All right. Okay, so that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. That is, oh my gosh. Props. In 52.
This is a bathtub.
Okay, sorry. In 52 minutes, let's go ahead back.
Hopefully I don't go in.
53 minutes, 3,259,038 views in 53 minutes. Good job, MrBeast. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right there. Throw it up on my YT. Please follow me on my YT. We got 73,000 over there. Let's get it up to 100. That's my... And also follow Susie Taylor, Bailey Stanfield. I'm friends with Susie. And they won the challenge for 500,000, 100 days. Good people. And, you know, Susie's doing philanthropy now. She's taking the money. She's giving it back. That's incredible. She also did a bunch of stuff in the catacombs. Incredible people. But, guys, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. You're all amazing. And W's in chat for MrBeast. Wow. Oh, my gosh. That is crazy.